Hey, lean in, lock in, and listen to this. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Lean in, lock in, listen to this. A lot of times we're wearing a lot of hats. We've heard that terminology. Wearing a whole lot of hats. And I'm wondering, the question that I'm posing to you is how many hats are you wearing that don't belong to you? Based upon what people put on you, based upon what people place on you, based upon what you have felt so obligated to assume the role of, that now here it is, you've adopted it. You've adopted it so much to where now you think it's your own. You've adopted what other people have said about you. You've adopted what other people have said to you. You've adopted what other people have placed on you, that now you have assumed ownership for what you felt obligated to apprehend. And I want to free you. I want to free you to take off the hats that everybody else is giving you to wear. Don't lose your own head, but wear your hat. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Wearing your hat. How you got to do that? How you going to do that? Number one, the H stands for healing. Healing. We have to do that. There's some things that we are dealing with, that we are going through, that becomes an impediment into our own life, that we find ourselves tripping over, to where many of us, we're leading while we are bleeding. We're hurting and hemorrhaging while we call ourselves trying to help other people. But here it is, the greatest help that we can ever extend is the help toward ourselves. We have to participate in our own healing. We have to participate in our own forgiveness. We have to participate in our own way of leveling up and rising higher. We have to participate in our own healing process. And sometimes healing is an ugly experience. Why is that? Because you're taking off the mask. You're dealing with certain things that you didn't necessarily want to talk about, the things that you've shrouded, the things that you've thrown into the closet, the things that you said you would never talk about or even deal with ever again. You put it right behind your back, but the thing you put behind your back is tapping you on your shoulder, and it's telling you to turn around to address it. You cannot continue to recover. You will never recover if you continue to cover what it is that really hurts you, causes you to hemorrhage, but know that you need healing for it. And scripture says this: in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. And so healing looks like counseling. Healing looks like therapy. Healing looks like some alone time. Healing looks like the crying, the tears, the questioning, praying. Healing looks like all of that. Healing looks like you saying, because this has happened to me, I'm now going to create boundaries. Healing looks like, because I did this, or because I decided to make this particular decision and it was not advantageous to my advancement, I'm going to create some healthy boundaries so that I don't transgress, and then so that other people don't transgress on what it is that you have designated with the line that they should not cross. Yeah, you got to wear your hat. Got to wear your hat. And that hat ought to include some healing. The A in hat also stands for authenticity. Authenticity moves us into this particular place of being real with ourselves. Got to be real with us. Listen, we go through real situations, we have real experiences, we encounter real circumstances. The least we can do is be real people. When you think about the story of Pinocchio, Geppetto was his creator and carved him out of wood. And Pinocchio's earnest and ardent cry was that he wanted to be a real boy. Yeah, he wanted to be authentic. And I think to a certain degree, our heart's cry is that we just want to be real. And here it is. We want to be real with people who will really embrace our authenticity. To where you don't have to pump fake, you don't have to fake it to make it, you don't have to be anybody else, you don't have to sound like anybody else. You have to do what everybody else does. And people are going to embrace you. Yes, with the idiosyncratic habits, with the quirks, the weird things possibly about you that you don't allow other people's opinions to become your prison. We just want to be embraced, and we just want to be real with people who are really going to be real with us. But I understand you can't necessarily embrace people who are going to be real with you if you're not really going to have the real conversation with yourself. Because society has emphasized this whole notion that for you to be embraced, you have to put on airs. You have to be somebody else. You can't really be you for other people to embrace you. And that's the farthest things from the truth. That's a farce. That's a fallacy. It does not connect to your real authenticity and the temerity of who it is that you are. Come on, it's time for you to embrace you. Time for you to give yourself a hug. It's time for you to love on you. It's time for you to celebrate you. It's time for you to be real with you and say, I'm going to be the best version of me that I can possibly be. Quote says this: everyone else is taken. You might as well be yourself. And a lot of times we have an apprehension and we are apprehensive to be ourselves because we don't like ourselves. We're comparing ourselves to everyone else. And here's what scripture says: when you compare yourself to others, in so doing, you are not wise. Why? Because you cheat me of you by trying to be me. You cheat me of you by trying to be someone else. No one can beat you being you. You're often imitated, never duplicated or replicated. But you also ought to be celebrated, and we cannot celebrate you if you're not you. Somebody said it's better to fail at being you than succeed at being someone else. Here's my notion with that: you can never fail at being you because you are not a failure. And you'll never succeed at being someone else. You'll always fail at being them. It's better to succeed at being you than to fail at being someone else. Talking about wearing your hat, family. Talking about wearing your hat. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. And I said, if you're going to wear that hat has got to include healing. It's got to include authenticity. But it also has to encompass transparency. Transparency is necessary. That means doing a deep dive internally to look within. Transparent moves us into a place of that which is often translucent. I can look through it. Eyes are the windows to the soul, is what we say. What do people see when they look at you? When they look through those windows to your soul? See, we have to be transparent enough to silence the shame and the stigma and the setbacks of what it is that we have gone through. Transparency says, I am willing to tell my story despite how I feel about it, despite how other people might feel about it. Somebody needs what I have to say. I often say somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question: how much longer will you make them wait? Now is the time. Now is your date with destiny. And that's why over the years I've sought to strengthen my transparency muscle. How? By sharing my story of overcoming stage 4 cancer, chemotherapy and radiation, telling the fact that a lot of people didn't think that I was going to make it, my father not visiting me in the hospital, people I thought were praying for me were literally praying on me. All of those specific things, the whole aspect of a guy seeing me in a convenience store and inconveniencing me and telling me that he thought I died. Those painful things. But to shift that, to say, no, I didn't die, I multiplied. I multiplied my gifts. I multiplied my purpose. I multiplied my talent. I multiplied my resources. I multiplied my community. I multiplied the lives of people by mentoring many of our young brothers. Let them know, no, you're not a YN, you're a YK. Yeah, you're not a YN, you're YK. You are a young king. King meaning keenly intelligent, noble gentleman. That's the hat that I wear. And that hat that you wear, you're able to really crown yourself with love, crown yourself with joy, crown yourself with peace, crowning yourself with increase. That level of transparency, somebody needs to hear and understand that you feel their pain. That what they're going through isn't just isolated incident, it's not just episodic, it's not something that is uncommon. No, these are things that are common to man. Sharing your common thread of, yes, success, sharing your common thread also of struggle, the sacrifice, the surrender, the whole aspect of the human complexity provides an answer to connectivity. Stop wearing the hats that everybody else places on your head. Quote suggests there's nothing wrong with a bird flying over your head, but there's something wrong if you allow that bird to build a nest in your head. What are you allowing to nest in your head? Who are you allowing to nest in your head? What thoughts are you thinking that you're allowing to nest in your head? What are the things that you're doing that you're allowing it to nest in your head? What are the lack of boundaries that you know you need to execute that are now becoming a heavy thing that has beclouded your conscience and your mentality because you have allowed certain things, people, opinions, places, mishaps, mistakes, missteps to nest in your head? Stop wearing the hat that everybody else places on your head. Don't even allow them to. It's time for you to take it off. And if you're going to wear a hat at all, let it be one of healing. Let it be one of authenticity. Let it be a hat of transparency. If I was playing hockey, I'd say that's a real hat trick. Wear your hat. And I salute you. As a matter of fact, I want you to sincerely salute this book. And how do you do that? By going ahead and getting a copy. If you don't have it, get a copy. If you know somebody needs it, gift a copy. Yeah, it's not just a book that you can read. It's a book that reads you as you read it. Get my latest book, Know Your No, How to Build Healthy Boundaries and Love Without Losing Yourself. It's a riveting read. You need it in your library. Go get it right now. let me read something from you. Let me read something to you from the book. And you can get the book on Amazon. You can also get signed copies at my website, EddieConnor.com/know your know. It's available as an ebook and a hard copy. It says building healthy boundaries causes you to reclaim the picture of your future. Get a picture of yourself healing from your ex. Get a picture of yourself being financially free. Get a picture of yourself strategizing, mobilizing, prioritizing, and organizing your life. Visualize yourself walking in divine health, prosperity, and wealth. See it and seize it. Boundaries set limits that empower you to live unlimited, overcome weapons of mass distraction, mental missiles, gaslighting grenades of guerrilla warfare, and vision snipers. No, you're not angry. You're just building healthy boundaries to take the right chances, assess necessary changes, and make the right choices. This is a great choice right here when you get this book, when you read it. Listen, so much more that I have to say in the book. But, can't do that all in the show. Go ahead and get the book. That's for sure. Know you know how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Available right now on Amazon as an ebook and a paperback copy. And then, of course, it's available as well on my website where you can get a signed copy, EddieConnor.com/know your know. I know that this message resonated with you to literally wear your hat, one of healing, authenticity, and transparency. Drop a Cash App. It helps the show to grow. That helps me to continue to do the work that I do, not just online, but offline. Many of you see me working in the community. You see me serving. You see me mentoring, all those specific things. Every dollar is a donation to empower and exact determination to someone else's life. Send a Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries. Yes, you see me serving, even as a pastor at the Remnant Worshipers Ministry here in the city of Detroit. You can always join us at our services, 10 a.m. on Sundays, 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. We also stream online as well. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com, as well as Zelle, EddieConnorJr@gmail.com. Put some respect on my name, family. EddieConnorJr. And yes, that is also the same social media handle for all of my social media networks where you can follow me, connect with me there. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm appreciative of you. I've been growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Family is yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family. It's been fun, but brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, treating a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your Know. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right now.